go anywhere. They can go to iTunes if they want to. They can download that track right now. So
Okay.
pretty much you type my name and you should find it. I'm pretty popular. I've been doing a lot of bad things for a long time.
That's what you call an endorsement, Mario. He takes the bull by the horns, man.
So what's coming up next for you?
I just wrote this tune for a movie that should be out the next month. It's with Ed Harris and Jennifer Connelly.
Really?
And Emma Roberts starring it. It's called What's Wrong with Virginia. I got a lot of what's wrong in my titles of my tunes.
Yeah. That's all right. That's okay.
No, that's the title.
It works.
Yeah. It was produced by a guy, Dustin Lance Black. He produced that movie, Milk. Sean Penn was in it.
Yes.
Harvey Milk. And so, I got a tune in that. I'm singing. I wrote the tune, co-wrote it with the same guy that helped me write this tune.
Greg Vale?
No, Reggie Ashley.
Oh, Reggie Ashley, okay.
Yeah, and then, it's either Greg. No, Greg didn't play on that one. But and then I sang it, and so it's going to be on that soundtrack. So when you're watching the movie, listen for me. I guess I don't know.
That's what I like, man. Just listen for him. But you know what? You know somebody's licks. That's one thing about music. When you come up an enthusiast, you can hear the first clicks of somebody. You know, it's like Stanley Jordan.
I know, man.
I would just go bam.
You know, Stanley Jordan.
I know. But hey, man, you company? Are you in that company?
The thing is, I just did the show for KSBR. It's called the Blake Aaron Radio Show, and we had myself, Ricky Lawson. I don't know if you know, he is drummer.
Oh yes,
played with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jacket. He just did the last Steely Dan tour, which was like, oh man,
yeah, Ricky Lawson,
and Greg Adams and these guys sitting up there, and David Benoit was playing piano, and I just felt like, I get to be on stage with these guys at times, and I'm just admiring them. I'm in awe that I'm even sitting there. I got to pinch myself, so it's cool.
Well, you're in good company because you're quite a player yourself. We really appreciate that, dude.
Man.
I mean, can he tell the story of the maze journey? That maze story, that short story, man. You got me on that, but how it came apart, how it came about.
I did a gig, and if Isaac Southers is out there, he'll appreciate this, man, because I just ran into Isaac, and he's one of the founders and writers for the band Click.
Yes.
K-L-I-Q-U-E.
K-L-I-Q-U-E.
Howard Huntsberry was a singer. I just got back in touch with on Facebook, man. God bless Facebook, right? So I was just a kid. Got done with Berklee School of Music, and I was educated now, so I was going to come to the city, and figure out what I was going to do, right? I got my education. So I came out here and was doing some little $25 a night gigs, and this audition came up for this band called Click. They just released a brand new record. And so I went, man, I'll go try that out, So I stood in line like everybody else and did my audition, got called back and did the second audition. Lo and behold, I got the gig. And we got put on this, I went from feeding cattle to being on a tour, opening up a show all summer for like a 6-week tour with Frankie Beverly and Maze, man.
Wow.
And I just went, you got to be kidding me,
Wow.
So, and Chaka Khan and
take a look at this Click picture, you guys, just to bring it back to see, back in the tight pants.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Those were the days.
I'm not on the front. I'm on the back though. I got a credit like thanks Dean or something. But anyway, so we did this show and we did we were playing in New Orleans at the Sanger Theater and opened up a show for Frankie Beverly, man, and he recorded that live.
That
album.
is a classic performance that damn near all of us own.
And like I told you guys before, I mean, I was a kid, 20. I was barely, if I was even 21. And I'd get done playing and just stand out there like, in awestruck watching those guys, man,
Yeah.
And that was my schooling,
Wow. Wow.
So that
Part
was
of the journey.
That was very fortunate.
So they mentioned it on Wikipedia. Howard Huntsberry, Isaac Southers, his sister Deborah Hunter.
Yep. Howard actually did the, if you saw the movie La Bamba,
there
was a Jackie Wilson character. Howard was that character, Jackie Wilson in La Bamba. So that's...
Wow, trivia. Some trivia.
Yeah, I know. It's a small world, though, huh?
But the part that you get is that the signature of Frankie Beverly and Mays, that your part was part of what they call the live recording that stamped him.
Yeah.
That's the part that gets me. That's why I want that story told, because you were there at a moment. So
yeah, that was. I mean, like I said, I didn't even know what I was doing, and that happens, man. You're in, like I tell people, you stand out in the middle of the road long enough, you're gonna get hit by something, man. A bus, a truck, anything.
Well, obviously he's been touched.
Thank you. Yeah, the right bus. Mario. What's your saying, Mario, about the bus? You always say it. But you might as well quote it.
Right, you got to get the right people on the bus, and even more importantly, get the right people off the bus. And then you can decide where the bus is going. Don't even worry in the beginning. Everybody, that's our guest.
Yes.
Dean Grech, everybody. Well, we're gonna take a little moment here and take a little music interlude, another one. And then we'll come back and see about getting into some hot picks.
Yeah, we'll do something.
We're going to talk to Dean and see what he's feeling.
Yeah, see what he's feeling. Because, right now he's been touched by Kimmy, kind of changed his mold today.
All right, here's this piece. Drunk in a smoky bar, drinking an Imperial Porter mix. One of the Creative Commons pieces here at Pack Stereo. We'll be right back.
When you walked away, it was a saddest day that the world has known. Shattered my heart and left me with pieces of a broken home. Now you say you need me, standing at the door, asking if you can come in, and I can't say no, no, I can't say no. You and I just can't say goodbye. Every time we do, well, it's just another lie. I know you're no good for me, but every time I'm with you, there's nowhere I'd rather be.
I have a really kind of sultry tune like that on there, man. That I love, but it never get airplay. I'll take that solo. It's beautiful. It's slow though. If you want some fast ones.
We've been to hell, been burned by the flames of a pain so deep that even the strongest God in the heavens would kneel and weep. But here I lie, pressed against your skin, right where I wanna be. You're the sweetest sin. You and I just can't say goodbye. Every time we do, well, it's just another lie. I know you're no good for me, but every time I'm with you, there's nowhere I'd rather be.
The sight and sound of Body Heat if we coming to you live. That's right, Laswell. Drunk in a smoky bar, drinking an Imperial Porter mix. Remember, that's the track we told you the story, that the vocals and the music were done separately. That vocal track was uploaded to one of the music sharing sites on the web, and a number of people have written to that vocal track. Well, the pianist that you heard, Laswell, actually was in a bar, drunk, he says, drinking an Imperial Porter mix, playing that a cappella piece back over and over, and then he played that piano riff to it. And hence, this is across, the ocean collaboration.
It's beautiful, man.
People never met each other.
Yeah.
and then they come and did that track. So it's part of the technology, Dean, that people are doing today.
And that is that track is so emotional. It just feels like they were sitting there.
That's what I played that track over and over because I groove on that. But speaking of groove, my brother just went and got us a copy of the CD Lookout.
Yes, sir.
And there's a piece on here he wants us to play. Tell us about it.
Well, and this is as you were saying earlier, that you say all my songs are uplifting and positive. Well, this one's the opposite. So
it's positive.
It's slow and it's a little dark, but I love it. It's kind of reminiscent of Chet Baker and kind of the tune that you played. It's called "Take My Soul," and because I'm just such a fan of the players, Miles Davis and Chet Baker and the real more inside players, and I wrote this tune thinking of those guys. So it's a vocal tune with a trumpet player on it. It features this guy Andrew Carney, who is just a really amazing trumpet player.
Wow! So this is one of your, we call it the thing that moves you, the part that you get to play without having to worry about conditions.
Yeah, and the radio stations won't ever play this tune. So.
What do they know?
They'll never play it.
No, but in this new age, you can play it as often as you want, right? You never know. You never know.
We might lose some listeners right now. So.
Oh no!
Well, everybody,
True
from
art.
the Dean Grech Lookout CD.